Hi everybody, welcome to the Jess project. I'm gonna make a version of a trifold card tonight, and I say a version because there's lots of different measurements and styles of a card that has 3 folds that you can do. And I'm gonna use this Love Cats stamp set to decorate it. So the first thing I want to do is my card base, which I'm going to use the full 11-inch length, and then I'm going to cut it at 5.5 to start, and I'll just put that off to the side. And then I'm going to score it. So 1 score, I want a full size regular card, so I'm going to score it at 4.25. And then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to score it again at 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So there I've got my 3 folds, and I'm gonna do one more cut. I want to go about 2.25 from the bottom, so I'm just gonna take my pencil, do a little mark for the cut at 2.25 up from the bottom, and I'm going to cut from this fold to that mark that I just made. I'm going to get that lined up in the cutting edge. Score that off. Erase that pencil mark and put that aside. So there's my card base. I already cut a background piece. I cut a whole bunch ahead of time just so I have some on hand. So that is 4 by 5.25, and that's going to be the inside of the card, and you'll have space to write. And I'm going to decorate that edge of the card that's going to show. I'm going to take a piece of, oh, that's not big enough. Try to use the scraps up a little bit. Be long enough. No, stick with that piece. So I want to cut this. I was cutting it at 3.25, but I'm going to try 1 because 3.25 is a bit short. It's showing a little bit of the white. Not much, but I think I'll prefer it this way. And then I'm going to cut it the same length as the white, so 5.25. And that edge there. Now I'm going to need some pieces to decorate. I'm going to do what would be the back side of the card because it shows when you fold it in, and I'm going to do this angle cut part of the card as well. And you could certainly decorate something in here as well. I'm not going to do that for this particular card right now, but it's certainly an option. So let's cut a few more pieces. I'm going to take, I don't think I have any big enough scraps there, so I'm going to take a full sheet. And I'm going to cut the middle slice. It's going to be 3 1/8. just because I don't want too big of an edge showing. But that's about a normal size for it. And then it's going to be a 5 and 5/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to really do these weird measurements if you don't want to. You can just fit it to the size that you like. And that's gonna go right in here. And then we're gonna cut a piece for the front there. It's gonna be a little bit shorter. And then we're gonna do an angle cut on it as well. So to do that, I'm going to cut first the 3 1/8. I need to get a new trimmer blade because I'm getting all these fuzzy edges. But anywho, then I'm gonna cut it at 5 3/16. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna set that about where I want it on the card. I'm gonna flick that piece over, take my pencil again, draw a light line there. And I'm gonna put that in the cutter, and I'm gonna put the line it up, and then I'm gonna move it just a little bit more so it's in the corner. And it's gonna give a little bit of an edge. Oh, I think I slid it when I did that. Oopsie. Hopefully I will still get this straight. Yeah, definitely need some new blades. So that is ready to go on there. And if you want to go a little bit more, you can always do that too. It's always good to leave extra instead of cutting off too much, because obviously you can't add it back, but you can take a little bit more off if you like to have a little bit more of an edge there. And I also want another piece of the polka dots, and I don't think I have anything thick enough in my spare bag there. So I'm gonna take it at 3 inches, cut that right in half, and then 4 7/8, so that's just short of the 5. And then again, I'm going to take it, line it up about where I want it to be on the front, flip it over, make a pencil mark, and then cut it a little bit shorter than that from the corner. And of course you can reuse these scraps, just erase the little pencil mark off the back. Okay, so let's put that part together for now. I'll put the cutter aside, stick these pieces together, and then we'll decorate it. So I'll put the inside on first. I just have this white glue handy, so it's easy and quick to put on. bump this up right to the edge of the white, top and bottom. That shows nicely. I think I need to actually score these a little bit flatter. Get out my bone folder. Just fell, but then I'm going to take this full red piece. This is Sweet Sorbet from Stampin' Up, if you were wondering. Put that in the background. And then I got this. I might want to put another piece back here too, but I'm just gonna stick with this for now and I'll decide that in a bit. So I'll stick this onto the cardstock first and then onto the rest of the card. Get edges like that and you have time and you are bothered by it, you can take some scissors and trim it, or you can distress the other edges to make it look like it's purposeful. And you did that because you like it that way. It's an interesting look to have sometimes too. And then pop that on the front. Okay, let's set that aside for a moment. Oh dear, I got glue on my table. I'll have to get my glue eraser out and get that off in a little bit. Right now I'm gonna get the stamps out. I'm gonna use these two cats and the I love hanging out with you. So I'm gonna use this so that I can re-stamp it, because sometimes it doesn't get dark enough. So I'm going to do it a couple times. Take a little baby wipe because I want to see if I can make these hearts red to match. Try to be quick so it doesn't dry up too much. Doing this, okay, my little marker so I control where the color goes. Close that up and give it a rub. A little thing to squish it around here somewhere, but of course I don't see it. I don't know where I put it. Let's see how that turned out. Not too bad. Try to be a bit more careful this time. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Get some red on these hearts. Don't want to get a halo, even though I am going to cut these out. So it probably won't be too bad. I can probably cut it off if I get a bit of a halo. Hopefully. Let's try that once more. Hopefully make it a little bit darker. Got so much stuff around me. It's piled everywhere. I need to clean up. I've got a crafting disaster area. Okay. I like it. I just stuck that on with a little glue dot, which I'll just peel off now. And I'll clean those off later. Take those out right now. Cut these guys out. Or maybe they're girls, I don't know. Cut these cats out. By hand, because I don't have a die. Trying to go fast, but gotta go slow to get the right amount of edge because I'm not making it even. Trying to leave a teeny bit of white edge, but not too much. Okay, now I think I need to cut into here as well. I'm making too much of an edge. And I'm not going to be able to get super detailed with the whiskers there, so hopefully it still looks okay. And of course, if you're doing something like this, you could always leave the white part. You don't have to cut out completely. This area is gonna be tricky. See where I'm cutting. Okay. for now. Get some little scraps in the little cycling bin here. And do my second one. Maybe I should have just cut the hearts off, or put them on separate. Yeah, I think that I will make them separate, at least, and I'll see how that looks. As much as possible, I'm trying to move the image rather than the scissors. Trying to do a bit of both, but turning the paper helps get into the edges without opening and closing the scissors too much. Because then you accidentally cut into your image, and that's very sad. See, I was trying to do that. Doesn't always happen. To another sticky tail. Okay, hearts. I'll cut out together. Sore hands. Okay, I've got those pizzas. Now, I want to put a little bit of spray on this guy. Take my blender marker and flick it a little bit. Going to get some of that ribbon. Let's see. No, it's not the right ribbon. Either this one I can use, but that looks too pink to me, or this one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one, because this one I think will be add a nice bit of sparkle, and it doesn't matter too much if it's a different color, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna stick with. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit line of glue on the back here. If I can get it out. Now I want this to go this way. And do a little loop. Loop there. So I'm just sticking it down to the glue on the back there. That's pretty good. Get out of here. Okay, so this kitty cat's gonna be down here. This is gonna be over here. This kitty cat's going to be here. Yes, I like it. Okay. Just get my glue out again to do these pieces. Oh dear, look what I did. Way too much. Oh no. Another job for the glue eraser. Don't need much of that glue. That is the truth. Okay, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit just along the very bottom of the kitty. And my kitty's talking to me for some reason. So I don't want to get glue past that part for sure. And then this one and this one I'm going to get out the dimensionals. Put one little itty bitty one on the back of that heart. Do you think it'll fit? Yep. Take off those backings. Over to the side. And leave that hanging over the edge just a smidge, so I won't put dimensionals all the way over. Should have been more careful with my sticky stuff though, but I can probably make sure I'm putting these on straight. This will work. These, stick them onto that. Off one thing onto the other. So that's not sticky anymore. If it accidentally gets pressed down, then it won't stick to the card. Now, I have some other heart-shaped pearls glittery paper, which might be a nice addition. And this really old heart punch, which is bigger than the other hearts, but that's okay. Here's my glue eraser. Get that off now so you can see it a little bit prettier. I think I'll put one back here. And maybe one there. Not too much glue. Be careful. Cute. And I'm going all out with the bling this time. Get that little color I want. I think these ones down here are good. Come on. Gotta get some more. What's that stuff called? Play-Doh, clay. I don't know what it is. Let's stick that inside of that heart. I don't know if you can really tell actually. That's there. And I'm gonna put this one here. And this one up here. That's good for now, I think. I like it. Okay, let's swipe this stuff aside. And show you some other cards that I did. So that is how that one finished off. Which I like. Then I have made this one. Bring that a little closer so you can see it better. I did attach one piece of the seaweed on the back to kind of pop it up from the fish, and I just did fish and some bubbles very lightly there for a bit of a background on that one. It's the sea turtle stamp set, and this is from Go-To Greens, I think. It's Happy Birthday. Should I bring this one closer too? I didn't bring it very close, did I? And I also did this one with the Playing in the Rain stamp set, and this is cut out right from the Designer Series paper. And I also did some stuff on the inside there, stamped it, and put another little guy that was cut out from the paper. I didn't do anything back there, but you can could again do more DSP back there, or stamp the background a little bit if you wanted to. Do some more raindrops or something. And then I got that idea from this one, which is also the Playing in the Rain DSP, and these little die cuts are from that set. And I wanted it to be a bit bigger, like a regular card size, so I wanted to leave that extra bit, because this is, I think, 10 3/4 maybe, or maybe 10 1/2. I'm not too sure what I cut that at. Yeah, I think it was probably 10 1/2. So that's what the inside of that one looks like, and that's what it looks like with the double layered. So it does have a little background there you can see, and then the DSP on top of that. And I also did trifold shutter. Now this one I folded wrong a couple of times, so it looks a bit off, and again it isn't the regular 4 1/4 width, so it's a bit more complicated to make, because you do these slices in your card, and then you have to fold it in different directions to make it close this way. So that's what it looks like opened up all the way. And this is an extra piece that folds all the way over to cover this inside one. So let me know if you want me to go through the measurements and the cuts on this one in the comments. I can if you want, but you can also find this online too if you're interested, and I can make some more. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you come back and see me again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.